All right, good evening, everyone. It is April 1st. I am Vince Loran flying solo tonight. But as we always do on the 1st and the 15th, we offer Radio Check, an opportunity for those brothers or sisters in arms to come here and just talk, give us a shout out, say how you're doing. Again, Radio Check comes up. We just want to check on you all. April 1st, it is also a great day. Some celebrate is have a funny day to be April fooling everyone, but we are honoring those Navy Chiefs out there because they are honored today on April 1st. So thank you, Navy Chiefs out there, all of every one of you. This is for you today on the 1st of April. As you can see, I'm flying solo tonight. My partner in crime couldn't be here. Definitely some things going on personally that detracted him from being him. But our hearts go to his family and himself for everything that's going on. But we said we will be here the 1st and the 15th, and here we are. We talked a lot about last couple of times what we've been doing with a radio check and as well with the leadership void. For those who haven't heard of us, Enrique and Vince, we started the leadership void back in January of last year. We're pretty much in episode 52 of having guests that are pretty much in the military community, CEOs, trendsetters, entrepreneurs, folks in diversity and equity and inclusion, running businesses, are part of a company. So we love highlighting you every every Wednesday. So check out the Leadership Void. It gives you some pearls of wisdom of leadership, some challenges, some advice, and some strategies. So we know it was a void when we were growing up in the military, and it's always good to know what is some tidbits that are out there. So check out the Leadership Void every Wednesday morning. We send it out on our YouTube channel, or you see it on LinkedIn. Um, Last year, again, that was season one. Here we're on season two on our nationwide tour of the Leadership Void. We're going to West Virginia coming up in a couple days next week. So stay tuned for that. And we have a great lineup for the remainder of 2021. Um, but here we are again. Here I am. Here I am speaking to you from my house, hopefully in your house, just to talk about what's going on. How's it going? Again, just radio check, something Enrique and I decided to start this year for season two, a spin-off of the Leadership Void. We know with all last year, the social isolation was a reality for a lot of us. Um, and for those who have known and what's going on is still currently affecting us is COVID. COVID has affected us in so many levels. Doesn't discriminate on race. It doesn't on socioeconomic status or gender or age. So for those that have lost a loved one, uh, the fight against COVID, I just want to just pause for a quick second and honor them here tonight. So we're just gonna pause. All right. Well, thank you very much for that quick pause. Just reflecting and honoring their memory and honoring the fact that it is true that it happens to people that are near to us, around the corner, and it's just heartfelt for all of us that we do have folks that are not here because of this crazy thing called COVID-19. Hopefully you're getting vaccinated, wearing your mask. And for the other folks that are also affected, can be economically, financially. Some stimulus money has been poured out to our pockets. We're very grateful for our administrations, but there's always challenges without those supplemental income. So again, if you just want to talk to us and see if we can offer some resources that are out there, by all means, that's what we're here for, to check in. But more than that, just know how are you, how are you doing, what's going on for today, this week. It's a new month. The 1st and the 15th has a lot of significance for military because it's our payday. I used to call it Mother's Day because you got to pay that mother, this mother, but that's the days we were always looking forward to. And these are days we look forward to be here for you, a way for us to pay back, our time, just to check in and see how you're doing. Um, I know a few times that we've met. I offer different quotes, different sayings, and a few of them that I've said in the past that I think is good to um, bring to light. Was one of them is, what book do you read from? The Book of Possibilities or the Book of Limitations? Just have to keep that frame of mind to see which one. Not the limitation, but it's always should be the possibilities, because when we set ourselves up for, being our own hostage, our own takeover mentally, it's going to limit us. Keep your frame of mind, your frame of reference around the possibilities that may exist, the silver linings that are in what we are being taught, or things that have happened or happening to us at that moment. It won't last forever. It might last a day, 2 days, maybe a week, sometimes a month, but we will get through this times. And sometimes at work or in projects or at school, you might not succeed and might have a failure, but failure can be looked at in the possibility and a possible light as, the first attempt in learning. Fail, that acronym, first attempt in learning. So, what can I learn from this time I did wrong, and how can I make it better or improve? So again, pick up the Book of Possibilities and hopefully put down that Book of Limitations, and you go a long way. We all have the 3 H's. I call them the 3 H's, which is that we might have hurts, we might have habits, and we have hangups. So it always takes a confident, a great friend, and ally, as we always talk on Leadership Void, to have a great mentor, great coach, to pinpoint those areas that we should improve on and take it to heart and really say, you know what, that might be something I need to work on. It is a habit, or it could be one of my hangups, or it could be one of my feelings, one of these hurts. So you have to address them. And it's always good to have somebody to reflect with and have that self-reflection of self-worth, because again, not limitation, but always possibilities go that route. Again, Vince Loran here at the Radio Check. My co-host Enrique Acosta Gonzalez could not be here, dealing with some personal issues. Just want you all to give prayers to him and his family for what they're going through. But hopefully he'll be here on our journey going forward on April 15th. But if you're just joining us, again, Radio Check is an opportunity that we started this year to give an opportunity just to chat, just to do. Radio Check is something we're used to understanding in the military, comes up. So we're just here to check in, listen. Every day is a struggle for some, and every minute can be. But you know what? 5-10 minutes away just to talk with another veteran, another individual in the military community might bring to you the energy, the fortitude to survive and thrive for the next 24 hours to 48. And sometimes that's all we need. And this is why we do this. We give back these 2 days a month, 1st and the 15th at 7 p.m., which is 1900 hours. I mentioned early on what we do as season 2 is rolling out of now our 4th month in April of the Leadership Void. Every Wednesday, a fantastic, dynamic guest from the military community will be on for 20-30 minutes to give you their story, their journey, and their leadership's hangups and sometimes habits or challenges, and advice. So please tune in every Wednesday. You'll see us on our YouTube channel, The Leadership Void. If you have any questions for leaders or would like to be on our show, theleadershipvoid@gmail.com. We are there for leaders and also other individuals that would like to just share their wisdom or would like to ask a question. So please reach out to us at theleadershipvoid@gmail.com. And we love to You know, we have our own shirts for the Leadership Void, and if you have a great swag of your company you would like us to showcase, just let us know. Again, you can reach us through email, through LinkedIn, through our YouTube channel. We would love to flaunt your your company's logo and your company's mission. Talk a little bit about you too as well. So reach out to us there. Again, I mentioned earlier the quote, you know, what book do you read from? The Book of Limitations or the Book of Possibilities? Hopefully it is the possibilities, but when you're stuck in the limitations, just think if it's a hurt, a hang up, or a habit. You know, self-reflection helps you a lot along the way, and trust your allies, trust your ambassadors, your homies, your tribe to talk about what's bothering you, what's keeping you in that limitational area, and hopefully you will prosper and move out of it and thrive and survive. And I like to share also this one. Remember that our current situation, is not our final destination. Speaking of destination, we have a good a man that has just joined us, Enrique. Hello, brother.
Well, how you doing, brother? Hey, look, I'm sitting in the background, and I wasn't gonna join in. I really wasn't, but I'm thinking about, you know, the reason why we made this particular thing was to support, right? To support those that are out there in one way or another going through some stuff. So I happen to be one of those tonight, but I want to just encourage folks that you know, so hey, this world and this life is tough, and we're gonna get some real painful things come our way. But we are strong because we can support each other. That's the only reason why, right? So, you know, I want to thank Vince for, you know, kind of ushering this thing in while I sat in the background and debated whether I need to jump in. But, you know, you mentioned COVID, and, you know, I don't mind mentioning COVID is real. When he said get vaccinated, you know, you make your own choice. But the truth is that my family decided to gather very small group, like 5 or 6 of them. And unfortunately, one did not know that they had COVID. That spread, and it hit my mom. And so my mom, unfortunately, was not in a capacity to get that sickness. So she spent about 2 weeks total with COVID. The last 4 days, she was in ICU, and early this morning, she passed away. So it's real. You know, for those that are out there and you're listening, you know, your boy's feeling it because it happened. It's for real, and it's unfortunate. You know, I could say all day long it didn't have to go this way, but it's what it is, and that's what we have right now. So, you know, and I just want to, for those that may jump on, may not jump on, you're gonna see this because it's recorded and it's streaming live, so it's on YouTube, and we're gonna push this back out somehow and let people watch it. But this is the exact reason why Vince and I ventured this way. These things happen, and it's not just loss, right? Now, family loss. It's work, it's your environment, family life, and all these other things that make us completely, you know, who we are. And so I just wanted to jump in here and even with a broken heart say, we got you. You know, we got you, and we're trying our best. So
I'm just honored to have you here, brother. I mean, I'm really honored to have you, man. I mean, thank you for having internal fortitude to, you know, to take a minute to share your real pain and what you're really going through. Because, you know, I got your text this morning and it just floored me. Hear about your mom's passing, and I didn't know if I was supposed to disclose, and I didn't,
No,
because I wanted to honor you and your family, and I'm grateful that you're real and authentic, because it is the reality that a lot of families do face, that, you know, we don't think it is going to happen to us. We take precautions and we do the right thing, but you know, no one's guaranteed tomorrow, and we have to honor everybody's legacy and everybody's journey today, and because it's a present, and it is the present. So, you know, hug your loved ones, you know, say I love you to your family members, call your mom, call your dad, your siblings. If you've been beefing, call them up and just say, hey, I'm just thinking about you, because you know what, tomorrow they might not be here and you won't have that chance. So just do that, folks, because again, this has been a real live time to really have a check-in, and I'm glad that he came on to do a real check-in, a real radio check.
Yeah.
But but today's the Chief's birthday. What do you got to say about that? Let's talk about it.
I got my stuff on. Hey, today, you know, it's funny because I put a post on. I was gonna stay away from, but we're a voice. We're a voice, and if our voice is never heard, what good is it to have one? And so I was gonna stay away from stuff, and you know, and there's several folks that I always communicate with. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna kind of stay away. You know, we're beat, right? So my brothers they're resting. It's been a crazy 4 days. And so, you know, today's kind of like bittersweet. And that's what I put on my post, is bittersweet. I'm celebrating, you know, what I've been celebrating for a long time in the Navy, the Chief's birthday. And April 1st was always that. You know, I don't know why the rest of the world called it April Fool's, but for all Navy, it's Navy Chief. But, you know, it's one of those you was looking forward to, celebrating just another milestone with the Navy. It just so happens that, you know, early this morning, my mom passed. And so, and it's got a different significance to me, right? But I don't want to, you know, down on the was something that's been over 200 years, right? This is another reality. The Chiefs are out there, and the Chiefs are out there, and even in the Air Force got Chiefs, right? Army's got Chiefs. They call them warrants, right? And so a lot of different branches have Chiefs, and they celebrate them differently. April 1st happened to be 1893, our birthday. And so they've been doing it for a long time. And so I wanted to not, you know, kind of, you know, down that I could still wear my stuff. And I did all week. The way I celebrate the Navy Chief birthday is the whole entire week. So since Monday, I've been wearing Chief shirts. I've been celebrating every day.
You represent.
So yeah. So, you know, happy birthday, all Chief out there, you know, past and present, that are doing their deal day to day, leading from the front and encouraging from the rear, right? And singing Cajuns from the middle. they keep them guys in check, and gals in check. But happy birthday, Chiefs. I wish you all guys success and prosperity as always.
Yeah, wow, 200 years, man. You know, that's a tradition. You know, there's so many traditions in the military, and here's just one that a lot of folks probably never heard of. You know, Chief's birthday, April 1st. So look it up, find out more about it, folks, because there's a lot of traditions that are honored, and we all have drank the Kool-Aid and embrace that component of our journey, because it's been part of our journey, our DNA, to be part of this tribe of the military.
Well, let me just correct myself, because you said 200. I was like, well, that's the Navy. Well, the Navy Chiefs proper, you know, as a birthday, as a rate, it's 128.
128.
Right? But the 200, I'm talking about naval history, right? It's 128 for the Chiefs.
128. Don't get it twisted, Vince.
Don't get them. Don't make them older than what they are.
Está viejo. Dog years.
Yeah.
128 years Navy
Yeah.
Chiefs celebrated for in our country, and that's always April 1st. I have different now. It had two different meanings for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother, in spirit and in reality for
Yeah.
that whole thing. So no, it's a great thing. You know, I'm just glad to be here and continue forward because you're right. We are here to give a voice, especially when somebody's down. It takes a lot to show yourself, and Enrique is a testament of that. He at 2:33 this morning got the news that he lost his mom, and here he is on time without missing a beat. You know what? He's showing that this is important, and he needs to do it not for self but for others as well. He took the courage to do that, and I salute you. I honor you too for doing that, my brother. So thank you for showing that part of you, resilience and your grit and you know the tenacity you have. So I appreciate all that, man. And definitely, again, like I said earlier, my heart's out and my prayers to you and your family. If you want me to stop by, just say the word. I'll drop by with a fruit basket. But I just wanted to ask you, you know, before I even offer. So I offered it nationally. So
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, and I thank everybody that is in some way, shape, or form send messages and all of that. It's been a encouraging. You know, my biggest cheerleader, my wife, has been with me the entire days, right? Well, since we was married, but today is specifically, it's just one of those. I'm fortunate to have her and her loving heart and encouragement. But thank you all for what you have sent my way. I really appreciate it.
And here's a question, you know, that now that this is real and raw, you know, a lot of folks tend to say, "Ooh, should I call? Should I text?" You know, they just lost a loved one. So, how do you feel about that? Somebody calling or texting or emailing you in this time of grief?
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, it gets overwhelming, especially with having so much to do. You know, this is my first parent that passes, right? So it's new to us. But we would have, you know, I particularly, my brother and my other brothers are getting floods of, oh my goodness, you know, I just heard, at first it was us sending, you know, hey, this happened, right? So kind of like, yeah, do you this morning, hey, this happened, bro. But other people here, um, don't be so concerned with overwhelming, because they, you know, we will respond or we won't, because either we're too busy or it's just, man, I need a break or whatnot. The importance in all of that is, did the person that wanted to deliver a message take the time to do so? Let the receiver decide what they will do with that. You know, whether they say thank you, or hey, it's kind of hectic right now, I'll get back to you. Or maybe they might not be able to, you know, for a couple of days say, you know, thank you. What I don't want people to do is to let slip by the opportunity to show your support, because that opportunity will pass. You know, you don't send somebody a message a year later, right? But that opportunity will pass, and what happens is that you'll end up feeling it. So for your sake, you send it. However it is, a text, a voice message. I've had people actually call. I've had people send me a voice recording. I've had people text me. I've had people send me emails. You know, so any way of communication how you want, but just do it from your end, and then leave it at that. You know, That way you could, that you fulfilled your calling, right? I'm not going to say it's an obligation or duty, any of that.
Right.
It's your calling to send these messages. You're the supporter at the time. So
Right.
I encourage you, anybody, just to go ahead and communicate. Don't feel like you are doing anything out of place, because it's not, right?
Well, wow. Well, thank you. You know, that was a question I've always had, and I'm glad that other folks heard that, because what I'm hearing is that support. It's coming from your heart,
Right?
And it's not expectation, no expectation. Just send it, and when they have downtime or when they come around, they will review it and respond accordingly or not. But you know what? It just came from the heart. So that's what I heard from you. And folks out there, you know, just send a message however you feel best to those that lose lost ones, as we have witnessed it and witnessing it as it happens and developing since this morning with Enrique's mom's passing.
Well, it's funny you asked that question, because today I was, you have a lot, you got 1,000 things going through your head, right? 1,000. Oh, hopefully you don't. Most of those are not like, man, I wish I should have. It's too late for that.
Yeah.
Too late for that.
Right.
But what I was thinking was, man, because I happened to go by my mom's with so me and my brothers and my sister, we decided, hey, you know what? We're not gonna go eat somewhere where there's a lot of people. We just found out what happened with 5 or 6 people.
Right.
We're not gonna do that. There's 5 or 6 of us, or maybe a little more. We'll just go over to mom's, which happens to be my brother's house as well. And we'll buy pizza. We'll set it out outside.
Right.
We'll go take the pizza and just stand around. Open air. Everybody's masked, right? We just saw our mom. We don't want to see nobody like that.
Right.
And for somebody that doesn't think that this is real, I challenge them to go to ICU and watch what really happens when this thing gets a hold of you. Because it will shatter you to watch that. So I hope nobody has to watch it. I hope nobody has to see it. But if you have any question as to the severity of this thing, watch that once, and you won't ever run around with no mask and stuff. Because today we were deciding about eating, and Florida, I don't know. At least in over there in Marion, there was hardly nobody with masks. I mean, at the mall.
Wow.
And I'm like, we're not going in there. And we were just thinking, oh, go to there must be not that many people there. No, this place was packed, and there was people with no masks all over the place. And I said, oh my Lord. I know what I went through the last 4 days. They have no idea. So in any case, so what I was thinking was, we're just a memory. When it all boils down, I don't care what you're doing. You could be the president. You could be a janitor that's happy doing that. You could be a baseball player. You could be an astronaut. At the end of the day, you're just a memory. And I was thinking, fondly of my mom, because those memories, that's what it is. It's just those memories. Because unfortunately, none of that will ever happen again. So that's all you can leave behind. And so that's why I was saying, hey, go ahead and send your stuff. That's what people do. They remember. And they'll either remember you fondly or not. Right. There's a lot of characters out in this world.
Oh, yeah.
So being, just thinking about that, what kind, and I was just focusing on me. And I was like, Enrique, you have to be a memory in somebody's head that they'll smile when you're gone. That's it. That is all. Because that's all we got. And so, and I was just thinking about all the things that I do and all the things that all the qualifications and the degrees and all these other things that, hey, on this earth are important because people put value on that.
All right.
But the true thing is you're just a memory. And so, hey, just be a positive one. Be a positive one, help as much. And that's why I decided to hop on. Because someone's gonna see this somewhere down the road. Maybe not today. I see that there's nobody logged in. Okay, so what? It's getting recorded. Somebody's gonna see it. Someone will see this and get something out of it. And so that's the memory I want to leave.
Yeah. Wow, that was powerful, man. I love it, man. Thank you for sharing that. It's so true. You're grounding us with reality, and that's the truth of it. There right now, I know it's the watering eyes and the hard and felt and pain, but soon those tears will turn into tears of joy. And the smile will come back up because it's the memories you're gonna remember of mom.
Right.
When the first time you got your I
don't want to remember that one.
That's never gonna be forgotten. La chancleta,
Yeah.
It's always a memory, and it's so true. So, folks, you heard it from Enrique again. We are here honoring him and his family today. Take a moment to embrace those family members that you have close or far, because tomorrow's not promised. Wear your mask. It's not just for you, it's for others as well.
Yeah.
And take time just to come back to us and check on us every 1st and the 15th at 1900. We hear Radio Check live. So we hope we'll see you next time around. But it was a pleasure being here. I'm so grateful Enrique had internal fortitude to jump on and be here on and celebrating, honoring him on his chief's birthday. So 28. So thank you for that. And brother, I'll let you close it out.
Yeah. So it's been one of those days that I just, you just don't wish on nobody. But, this world goes round because we support each other. That's why, other than physics, right, and stuff, it doesn't need our help. But but I'm talking about the terrestrial, right? The one on ground, right? Everything moves and even flies because people are supporting people. If you live on this earth and that's not an element that makes your life, you're missing out. Not anybody else. And a lot of people think they bring a gift, right? They're the ones bringing stuff. Now, we are all supported in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
My wife, before she was my wife, she was praying for me. I had no idea. None. There was a lot that I was going through. Had no idea. She was praying for me. Later on, she ended up being my wife. She tells me. But that's the type of stuff that happens that makes this world go round. And you just have to look at what you're doing. Is it selfish? Is it for self-gain? Because if it is, you're cheating yourself out of life. There's so much joy and love that has happened today, even in the midst of sadness and darkness and loss. And so if you can, and the thing that I put on LinkedIn was a video. Obviously, I was listening to the song. I'm all messed up. I'm boo-hooing, boogers everywhere. but I shared it because it's these times like today for me where I get to show who God really made me and the reason why God really made me. And it's for praise. And those that believe in God, you were made for praise. And so, you know, as the song goes on, it says, praise is what I do. Praise is who I am. And no matter what it is that's going on, I'm gonna praise you. And when you can get to that point, you know, where you're gonna you're gonna get some pain. It's painful, right? It's painful. You may suffer some, you know, I got stuff going on right now in my head and in my heart. I don't know what it is. I never felt it, right? So blood pressure's been up and all kinds of stuff that normally doesn't happen, but that's just the territory of this time. But there is a rock that is stronger and higher than anything else. And if you can stand on that, you're good. But you cannot live this life being selfish. You got to share your life. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm sharing my life. So
and I know we could go on and on for hours, but you know, Enrique has a lot of things he has to do and take care of.
Yeah.
But definitely we appreciate everything you shared and a lot of great insights in a man that's really going through it. So I appreciate you again. My prayers and my heart's out to you and your family. I'm here, brother, if you need anything. Let me know. I'll drive down the road. Double mask, gloves, hazmat, PPE gear.
I know it, brother, and I appreciate you for it, man. And I love you, man.
Love you too, my man.
All right, folks. That's it.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see you on the 15th. You know, you saw me today, so you know you're gonna see me on the 15th. But everybody be safe out there. God bless y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now.